All right. All right, welcome ladies and gentlemen. This is Carlin Hicks with you on the SCL Racing Network. Tonight we are at Circuit of the Americas. Got a doubleheader tonight. The championship event for Camel GT Series, Round 5, the Lone Star Trophy race, is later on tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. But we're kicking it off here with a special exhibition, the GTE World Challenge at Circuit of the Americas. The GTE is planning on being a second class of car in the Camel GT next season, in season 23. And we'll be running a special 45-minute exhibition to get it kicked off here tonight. This is Carlin Hicks with you on the SCL Racing Network. As we're watching qualifying wind down, looks like Cold from JME Motorsports is out there currently holding the pole. D. Griffin, a driver making his debut, a road course ringer with a very strong resume outside the SCL, making his debut. He's up there running in second place in the qualifying as the session's ending. They've got 2 more minutes to get their laps in. Sta is jumping to the top of the board for Blue Flag Racing, winner at the California Grand Prix Camel GT race earlier this season. As we take a look down the list of, appears 12 starters, the bottom there. The SUN is as they're qualifying down. I'm going to answer these messages real quick, guys. All right, folks. Gonna let them get the final qualifying in order here. A 129.1 by WKK. Warren coming in with a spectacular last second lap there, and may have stuck the pole. He was the last season, season 21 Camel GT Series champion, so made his seasonal debut this season last week at Laguna Seca. The race didn't go quite the way he wanted as he ran out of fuel towards the end of the race, but he will be looking for a solid run here tonight. As we said, the Lone Star Trophy race, round 5 of the Camel GT Series, follows this race immediately at 7 p.m. Eastern. But this is a special exhibition, the GTE World Challenge. And I'm going to get them just about ready to go here. Retire and spectate. As it appears, our starting order for this race as the clock seems to be doing some kind of crazy stuff there, but at least it's ticking, right? Appears as though we've got WKK on the pole, Staza in second, Cold will start third, Sir Race-A-Lot fourth, D. Griffin fifth, Tiernizzle sixth, Price the Bronx seventh, Legion 8th, Rita 9th, Anger Management 10th, Link Civi 11th, and Daz 12th. Be right back with you. Alright, looks like the cars are retiring to the box. I believe that had a little misstep there in the room. We'll sort this back out, get back on the air with you momentarily.
That's a long way.
Being a rookie in here anyway, I don't actually mind starting from the back of the pack until I get more confidence throughout.
Hey Warren, as soon as everybody's readied up, I'll start it, okay? Alright, looks like we should be getting ready to go here. A little delay there in the pit box. But the room should be up and going. As we said, doubleheader tonight here. We've had a big weekend at Texas at the Texas Motor Speedway Thursday night, the SCL Trans Am Series. The SCL Trans Am Series was running in at Texas in the STP 200. Saw Twindy pick up his first win in the series, new series. And then last night in the IndyCar Series at the Lone Star 300, it was a fantastic run by Cole, picking up his first IndyCar Series victory last night. Tonight we're downstate here at Circuit of the Americas for the Camel GT Series and this special exhibition, which will then be followed up with tomorrow, the Winston Cup Series, 5 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Eastern qualifying. The Rebel 300, round 5 of 10 in the SCL. Winston Cup Series. So I'm watching whatever's going on here. Gonna have about 50 seconds to it to start. I believe that was Cold that wound up on the pole. Make sure everybody got rolling, did not get DQ'd. Looks like we got everybody rolling. As soon as they get up to their positions, they will be allowed to make their pit stop. I believe we've got Cold there on the pole. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of the readout here. As we said, this is a special exhibition, the GTE World Challenge. These cars will be running in the Camel GT Series next season as a second class, so this is kind of a test event for that. Very difficult track, 2.3 mile layout, national circuit at Circuit of the Americas. First time SCL's ever been here, as this track was not on our many years on GT6. This is SCL season 22. We date back to 2010. First season here on on Project Cars 2 and the PS4. And I believe Staza wound up stealing the pole at the end. He's up there at the front. Let's give you a rundown of the order. We've got Staza there in the 7 from Blue Flag Racing. Cold is directly behind him, JME Motorsports. Sir Race-A-Lot, your winner at the Monaco Grand Prix in round 1 of the Formula One World Championship. Starting in 3rd, we've got D. Griffin, the road course ringer, making his debut here in 4th. Tiernizzle will start in 5th. Price of the Bronx running in 6th place in his first start of the season. Legend will be starting in 7th. I believe that's Rita holding in 8th. I don't know if she's holding that position or not. Anger Management will be in 9th place. Link Civi 10th. Alright, so he's moving back in the field. We definitely got some movement. WKK's coming up. We're going to wait till they get lined up to give you the proper starting order. We'll come back here towards the front. As it is WKK who was on the pole, I'm sorry. WKK first, Stas second, Cold third, Sir Race-A-Lot 4th, D. Griffin 5th, Tiernizzle 6th, Price of the Bronx 7th, Legion 8th, Rita 9th, Anger 10th, Link Civi 11th, and Daz will be starting in the 12th position as they're going to be coming around to make their initial pit stop. As you can see them snaking through the technical section, the S's here at Circuit of the Americas on the west side of the course. Going to take a quick station break while they make their initial pit stops. They will then come out, line back up, and go back to green. We'll be right back with you. Alright, Carlin Hicks back with you here on the SCL Racing Network. We are smack dab in the middle of SCL Season 22. Tonight's doubleheader featuring the Camel GT Series, kicking it off here with the GTE World Challenge, a special exhibition event. We're going to go ahead and get a bit of a onboard chase view, give you guys an idea of who our cars are. WKK, the defending Camel GT Series champion from season 21, will be starting on the pole in this exhibition. Starting second, Staza from Blue Flag Racing. Starting third will be Cold from JME Motorsports, the winner last night in the Lone Star 300 IndyCar race at Texas Motor Speedway. Starting fourth is Sir Race-A-Lot, winner at Monaco in the Formula One earlier this season. Fifth is D. Griffin. Sixth is Tier. Seventh is Legion. Eighth is Rita St. James, JME. Ninth, Anger Management from BSE. 10th is Link Civi in the red car right there. 11th will be Super 8 from JME Motorsports, and rounding out the field is Super. I guess Price of the Bronx is moving up. I thought he was higher in the field. Field's still getting itself lined up. I believe Price is going to slot into the 8th spot there. That's going to put Rita back in 9th, Anger 10th, Link 11th, Super in 12th. to get on board with our following car. My favorite way to view restarts. Chase cam from the back of the field as they're probably coming around to the start finish line. There is one car way back off the pace. That is Daz. He's trying to catch up to the field here, as he had a very slow pit stop. These were not live pit stops. They're allowed to make them at the beginning of the race to make sure everybody's got equal amount of fuel. Got some guys coming in with lower fuel loads here. Lee only going with 43. Some guys gambling on how long the race will be, and looking like they're gonna have to make a stop. His dad's struggling to get caught up to the field here. Field's going slow, trying to wait for him to get around. He should be able to get there here shortly, as we're on board with Super. Field's slowing down and waiting for him, I believe. All right, he's caught up to the field. Should be ready to go green this time by. And they are going to be off and rolling. And it should be a green flag here. 4 flag limit, just 38 minutes left. The time on the clock was scheduled to be 45. Probably ended up being 40 somehow. And it looks like we're going to get a start here. They're coming towards the line. We are green. Track side as WKK comes in. He's got Staza on the inside. Tough to do this on your own. See where we can see some separation there, as we're on board in the middle of the pack with Price of the Bronx. As the first group goes through, are they going to manage to stay clean? Oh, we've got a big wreck. That is going to be a caution right off the bat. It's going to hit us our first flag. There's a 4 flag limit for this race, Sports Car Series, using a flag limit. That should be the first caution flag of the race, leaving only 3 left on the board. WKK still appears to be out in front, with Staza following closely, Cold in 3rd, Anger in 4th, and Price of the Bronx in 5th. Looked like D. Griffin got caught up in that. The brand new driver, comes highly recommended, very strong resume outside the SCL, but making his debut here tonight in these cars, as is everybody. This is the first exhibition. That was first lap off the restart, off the start of the race, so they are going to go green as soon as they hit the line this time, as we've seen the first flag of what is a 4 flag limit in this very quick exhibition race. Just 36 minutes left, so we're not going to have a real long event here. We've got the Camel GT Series Lone Star Trophy race to follow, but they're going to line up for the second restart there. As soon as they got to the S's in the west side of the track there was definite issues. Guys going too fast through there. I think one of the biggest criticisms you'll hear even of very fast drivers is that they overcook it, put the car where they can't. Anybody who's ever watched a GT Academy competition knows that. You try to do things that the car won't do in real life and you'll get yourself in trouble. Maybe that's part of the issue here. I believe we are fired up in green. Yes, we are. Got the green flag. WKK takes it wide. Let's see if we can find a separation point in the field here. Get on board the chase cam, as this is the front group here on board with D. Griffin as he tries to catch up. He is right on Rita's tail. Rita not going to appreciate that, as she goes off wide there. There's a little contact there between Tier Nizzle and Super 8 maybe, or Link Civi. But Rita got a little thrown out there by D. Griffin riding her so hard through the corner. I know she's not going to appreciate that. as we're back up towards the front group. Anger management on board with him for Benson Speed Equipment in fourth as he's chasing the top three cars. WKK out in front, and Staza in second, and Cold in third. As these cars stringing out as they are, we'll get back to the trackside cam. Let's get back towards the middle of the pack. Battle for position here between Tiernizzle, Sir Race-A-Lot, Link Civi. That whole group of cars right there. Big gaggle coming down the front stretch. Tier looking to the inside there of Price of the Bronx. I believe he's got him. Shows and goes. Should take the sixth spot. Price comes down on him, spins him out. And that is going to be a caution, I believe. That was just a... oh, are they still going green? We'll see what's going on at the front here. I don't know if we have a call. Tier might have decided he saved it, but that was a clear mistake by Price of the Bronx. He had him up on the inside of him, just came straight down on him. Got to show some track awareness when there's a car riding straight up beside you, heading into the corner. But Tier's going to try to line him up and take another crack at him. We've now got get back on board with D. Griffin, who's running in fifth, as he's coming up on anger management and Cold. Let's see if he can make a clean pass. He's obviously got good pace. As we said, he's a road course ringer coming in here. But moves like that are not going to be popular. He did make it cleanly, though. Very good move. Luckily, anger gave him the room. As he slots by Cold, passes them both, moves into third place with Staza and WKK out in front. We've got some battles for position back here. Price of the Bronx chasing Sir Race-A-Lot. Sir Race-A-Lot right in front there in the seventh position. Winner of the round one of the SCL 22 Formula One World Championship at Monaco in the rain. He ran a fantastic race, took the pole, led it almost flag to flag, and ran away with that one. You can see the last lap times and where people are going there. Stas just checking out up front as we're going to jump on board with him. Holding about a 3-second lead now on WKK. Stas, of course, the driver for Blue Flag Racing. 2 career wins in the Camel GT Series, including one earlier this season at Willow Springs in the California Grand Prix. Very talented driver, has been around since about season 18. This is his 5th season. Did not put up the numbers for a long time that we felt he would. Always had pace, always seemed to have trouble getting the experience in the long endurance championship races. But now that he started to win. Had a solid run to 6th place last night in the IndyCar Series in his first IndyCar start of the season, and it's been driving pretty good. As we've got a pass for position there that we missed. D. Griffin getting past WKK as he's going to try to run down Stas. Obviously has some speed, flexed his elbows, got through the pack. We head back to this position here. Cold in 7th, coming up on Sir Race-A-Lot directly in front of him. That's Tiernizzle in the blue car, 2 in front, and Anger Management in 4th. So we got a big line of cars there, all looking to get themselves lined up and take a crack here at catching up to Stas, who's well out in front here as we are about 15 minutes into the GTE World Challenge event. Got 30 minutes on the clock. Bump it up there to Sir Race-A-Lot. Monaco winner in Formula One, very talented driver from the UK. He's trying to reel in Tiernizzle, the current Camel GT points leader. He goes a little wide. Is he going to dive it in there? He's trying to line him up here. As we've got these 3 cars lined up here through the back section, west side of the circuit. Tiernizzle, Anger Management, Sir Race-A-Lot. Sir Race-A-Lot getting a little hard on the bumps there. A little close, but he's just trying to line him up and make a move here. As out front, Stas continues to lead by nearly 5 seconds over D. Griffin. The driver inside goes Sir Race-A-Lot, uses the advantage of Tiernizzle being held up by anger management, and uses it to get by him. As Anger swings wide, it looks like Tier's going to get him to the inside, and he will make the pass. Moves Sir Race-A-Lot up to 4th, Tiernizzle to 5th, Anger Management back to 6th. He's going to try to line him up here going into turn 1, but I don't think he's going to have enough momentum, and Anger Management, good driver, wisely pulls back. Link Civi not far behind him there. That's the best battle on the track as we set out front here. Let's do a little onboard here with in the middle of this pack with Anger Management. As he rides in the cockpit of which kind of car is he in here? Let me take a he's in the Chevy Corvette C7R. We've got Chevys, Fords, Aston Martins, and Ferraris in the race, I believe, and BMWs. Try to give a run through the field as to what everybody is on. Legion blowing up. We got our first DNF, motor blown for Legion. He's out of the race. All right, we've got gonna run down through the field here. We've got a Ford for Staza. Not able to read the emblems there on Griffin, who's in 4 seconds. He's making up some ground quickly on Stas. Is that a Ferrari he's in or a BMW? I can't quite make out the mark plate there. Might be. If I get on board with him, I can find that. That is the Ferrari. WKK is in the Chevy Corvette. Sir Race-A-Lot's in the BMW. Tiernizzle in the Ford. Anger Management the Chevy. Link Civi is in a Ferrari. Cold is in a Chevy Corvette. Price the Bronx in the Corvette. Daz is in the Ferrari. Super running in, I believe, the only car I've seen so far in the Aston Martin, and Rita is in the Ford. As we're going to head back up here to the tight battle between 3, 4, and 5 on the chase cam. Tiernizzle following Sir Race-A-Lot, following WKK. As a Sir Race-A-Lot, very aggressive driver there, looking to dive to the inside on WKK. They are side by side. WKK conceding the position there as moves Sir Race-A-Lot, your Monaco Grand Prix champion, into the 3rd spot, 6 seconds back. We've got action up front here, and I believe it's a caution on the track. We have an incident somewhere slowing these cars down, and so we have our 2nd caution of the race of the possible 4. 26 minutes to go on the clock here, as we've got Staza out front in his Ford. D. Griffin in the Ferraris in 2nd. WKK in the Chevy Corvette is in 3rd. Sir Race-A-Lot 4th, and Tiernizzle holding 5th. 1 DNF so far. Legion, still 12 cars running on the track. I believe the pits will open next time by, or they may go straight back to green. Either way, we're going to take a short broadcast break while you stay on board. You're watching the SCL Racing Network. Alright, back on board with you here on the SCL Racing Network. This is Carlin Hicks. We got one car go ahead and take in there. Who is that making a pit stop? We'll see the WKK deciding to make a pit stop. If I can get my controller to work. Now that it's not. That's fantastic. Stuff came unplugged and now I'm blocked out from moving my camera. It's got me stuck here on the screen. Hopefully we'll take a quick break and figure this out for you guys. Alright, we're still under yellow here as they're waiting for the restart. Just 20 minutes left on the clock on this special sprint race. Should be able to oh, we are green. We are back green as D. Griffin goes immediately to the inside, makes a aggressive move on the inside and dives past Staza to take the lead. Or was that D. Griffin? No, that was Stas going out to the outside, making sure he held it. Got lost on my cars there. When you're running an exhibition series, we don't get familiar with the liveries as we're supposed to. But yeah, there goes Stas still hanging on to the lead. We're going to jump on board here to my favorite chase cam. As we see these cars, looks like, ooh, D. Griffin bumping him off the track. That is not going to be very well liked there. Ooh. And it looks to me like Staza gave him a little retaliation there on the outside. We have another car that has blown up. We'll try to identify the retired car. I believe we will be under our third caution of the day. And we got something going on here with Staza. Was not happy with D. Griffin, obviously getting slammed out of the way, but he's moving back towards the front here. I believe they're recycling the field. Try to figure out what the situation is here, as we have lost another car. I'm not sure who that is. I'll have to double check. Got Anger, Rita, WKK, Super Prince, Link, Daz. So Race a Lot still in there. Try to identify our second it looks like we're going to have a restart. We're going to start off here in 5th place with Link Civi. He's got Daz right on his tail. Looks like we're going to be going back green this time by. And nope. Not quite green yet. I believe we've got some kind of situation there. Looked a little bit rough between D. Griffin and Staza. Griffin, a brand new driver making his debut. You do not want to come in and be given the old chrome horn like that. That's probably what went down in that situation. He had good pace, but didn't quite use the old noggin going through the corner and sent Staza off. Staza appeared to come back on him. Staza not the type of driver who would do that kind of thing intentionally, but he might have just decided to go in there aggressively. As we see Sir Race-A-Lot with a little bit of his oil leaking on the track, which has become commonplace for him. He can get his motor trouble in order. He will probably be in fine shape. Stas is out front with D. Griffin in 2nd. Sir Race-A-Lot 3rd, Tiernizzle 4th. Let's get on board with Tiernizzle here on the start. As our pole sitter, WKK, cycling back to 9th place. He made a pit stop. I don't know if that was a fuel situation. Most of the drivers look like they're going to be okay on fuel to me. But we'll see here, as we are an hour from the green flag time for Camel GT. So be getting our doubleheader up here tonight. Just over 16 minutes remaining in the GTE World Challenge exhibition. Gonna head out front here on the track side cam as Staza prepares for the restart. He's got D. Griffin on his tail there. And we'll have to see as they're going to circle back through. I definitely think the restarts are, everybody knows track position's vitally important. Have to see what, who gets to jump here. Stas is known as a good starter. He's definitely the type of driver that if he gets out in front, he can be very hard to catch. These cars are so equal, and the top drivers in the SCL in each class, each division, are so equal that it's hard to tell what's going to, track position becomes such a big part of it that you need to be in the right place at the right time. And here comes Stas, and I believe we are going to be going green, and we are. Stas swinging out wide. A few cars going to the inside there, and it looks like D. Griffin gets to the inside. And then Stas comes back on him there on the inside as they're getting ready to head through the S section here. And they are side by side. Let's get on board here with Tiernizzle. He's got Link all over him. A little bit of a gap there back to Daz, but Link is there. We got a car spinner around. I'm not sure who that was. That was D. Griffin involved in that. WKK is involved in that. That, I believe, is going to be our 4th and final caution of the day. I believe we have hit the flag limit now. As D. Griffin getting in there, a couple of cars, a big gaggle of cars getting in there all at once into that small turn. And, I can guarantee you from experience in this league that there's 2 or 3 drivers pointing fingers at each other, but more than likely, they weren't playing it smart. They put themselves in a position where it wasn't going to work, even if they got there. And somebody didn't see him, clipped him, trying to make 2-3 positions on the restart, and that's probably what happened in that situation. Well, that puts us back up here to the front with Stas still out front. Tiernizzle's Camel GT points leaders, won 3 of 4 races. Those two have won all 3, or I've won all 4 of the Camel GT races this season. Tiernizzle taking 3 of them, Stas taking Willow Springs. 1 and 3 in points right now, sandwiching yours truly. And this might be the final restart with 13 minutes to go, as somehow D. Griffin is back up to second. I'm not really sure what's going on there as to how he's getting moved back up. Maybe it was after the caution flag. It has to be what it is. After the caution, he got hit in the incident. But it's really supposed to be where you're at when you line up. Anyway, we're back to green for what I believe is the last time, and once again it's Stas and Griffin going side by side. As Stas makes it through turn 1, coming through the turn 2 complex, trying to hang on. Let's get us to a chase cam. We can see the better driver's perspective. So Link's trying to catch up there to Tiernizzle. Tiernizzle in 3rd place following those two. Let's take a look at that battle. He's got Link right on his tail right now. As this will show us our battle up front. 12 minutes to go in the GTE World Challenge. I believe this is the final restart, as our newcomer D. Griffin chasing veteran N. Staza with the Camel GT points leader Tiernizzle running in 3rd, not far behind them. Sir Race-A-Lot is also right there. Link Civi, that's where he's at. Daz coming off the corner a little hot. Super 8's in 7th. Anger Management in 8th. Price of the Bronx in 9th. WKK, the pole sitter, falling all the way back to 10th. And Rita St. James is in 11th. Let's get back up to the gap where the front battle is. There's Sir Race-A-Lot, 1.7 seconds to Tier. 1.2 seconds. They are closing in, however, under braking. Those gaps are not quite accurate all the time because of the fact that this is a heavy braking track. Just 11 minutes to go. These guys are going to do about 6 or 7 more laps at best. So it's really going to come down time to set it up, as Stas using a real wide swinging line and taking care of his tires. I don't think tire wear is going to be a problem. As you can see, everybody's looking pretty good. Not too much heat. Stas is one of those drivers. If he gets out front and doesn't make a mistake, he's very tough to pass. He had a very real shot at winning at Laguna Seca last week. Rubbed up with Tiernizzle. We got somebody in the wall back there. Thought I saw something. Or is it just cars scraping and bumping? It looks like that's what we've got. Is here comes Sir Race-A-Lot inside of Tiernizzle. Can he hold it and make it stick? He does, but he does not have the entry here to the next line. I believe Tier is going to hang on to him. As Link on board with Link Civi in 4th place, another rookie driver this season. As that was Stas that went back. That was Stas that went back. Overshot the corner. Big mistake by Stas. I don't know what happened there. I saw the smoke coming up. Obviously overcooked it, and that puts D. Griffin out in the lead. Rookie hot shot in his debut. Well, we see some good rookie performances. That's the nature of sports car racing. You know, you got a lot of guys that have a lot of experience in these kind of cars. It's much different in some of the speedway-based series like Winston Cup and IndyCar. Most rookie drivers are laps down in those races. Road course racing, much more like real life. Sports car drivers come in, they can drive anything, and they'll rise right to the top. It's a little easier to make the jump than it is in Winston Cup and IndyCar, even Trans Am to some extent. We do have a battle for position here. Link Civi, Sir Race-A-Lot's in 3rd, Tiernizzle's in 4th or 2nd. As now 2 seconds in front, D. Griffin went past Stas when he went off and checked out to a bit of an extent. As Tiernizzle's trying to hold them off. Take a look back at Daz coming through all that trouble to move up into 5th. He would love to score a top 5 finish. He had a top 4. He had his first top 5 of the season, a 4th place finish last week at the Trans Am Series race at Indianapolis, the Freedom 200, which for that rookie driver, independent driver, was a real good showing. He's shown speed, but not the ability to put it all together for the entire race, and to get that 4th place in Indianapolis showed that he was coming around to it and looking solid, as Stas is going to try to run him down. Super and Price of the Bronx neck and neck for 7th place. That's Super trailing Price of the Bronx in the gray car. Both of them in, or he's in a Corvette, I believe. Super, the only car in an Aston Martin. If I'm correct, he might be in a BMW. I haven't seen the mark. No, I believe that's not quite sure what he's in. I can't see the mark. I believe it's an Aston Martin. No, it's a Ford, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Aston Martin. Yeah, I was right. Super 8 trying to catch up, or Staza, sorry, trying to catch up to Daz as we look back out front here. A little bit of a gap coming as we get back on the chase cam right there. Ooh. Once again, Sir Race-A-Lot getting into Tiernizzle in the rear. Sir Race-A-Lot, a fast driver, has earned a bit of a rep for having sharp elbows here in his early SCL career. Gave that position back, or eased up on it. But it's a 2.2 second gap up to D. Griffin now, with just 7 minutes remaining. Tiernizzle's got the pace to get up there, but he's under pressure right now, and that's putting D. Griffin in the driver's seat out front here as we're on board with Sir Race-A-Lot. Link Civi's not far behind them. There's the Daz and Stas battle. And Stas goes to the inside of Daz to try to get back into the top 5. And it looks like if he can hold the corner, he will, in fact, make the pass. As Daz spins it, trying to get back on the throttle in the corner. That was a tough break for Daz. Running up there in the top 5. Got on it a little bit too hard. He's waiting for the field to get around him. As Super and WKK, in fact, do. And we're back up towards the front. Link, Sir Race-A-Lot, and Tier still right on top of each other. And out front, D. Griffin just checking out on him. And you can see the gap here as they come into the screen, taking advantage of the 2, 3, and 4 cars fighting it out. And Griffin goes around. Let's get back on board, as all of a sudden we've got us a battle. Griffin overcooking it. Here comes Sir Race-A-Lot on the outside of Tiernizzle. Griffin cooks it again, and he is going to fall back in the field. Maybe back even into the clutches of Stas. I think he's going to get going. Yeah, there he is before Stas can get there. But that is going to shoot Sir Race-A-Lot into the lead, with Tiernizzle in second and Link Civi in third. Going to stay here in the chase cam so we can see this battle between these cars. D. Griffin going to try to catch up to it. Stas going to try to catch up to them. But with just over 5 minutes to go, we've got a hell of a finish here at the GTE World Challenge. Here comes Link diving in hard. He's going to hold it. Don't know he's going to have the proper line going into the next corner, though. That's the danger with taking that position, but he will be able to take second from Tiernizzle. Very technical circuit here at Circuit of the Americas, particularly on this national course. Link Civi getting loose there on the rumble strips. Looks like he might give up spot. Tiernizzle holds up there very wisely, but this is going to allow D. Griffin to catch right back up to the field. As he goes diving in there hard. Stas not quite up to them yet. Couple battles elsewhere on the track. Super chasing down WKK, who's fallen back here in this race. Rita and Anger riding it out, but the all right, I got messages, guys. Let me do my work here. All right. There's Griffin catching up. Tiernizzle went off track. Just missed that thanks to y'all's damn messages. But Tiernizzle falling back. He's falling back into 5th place. Moves Stas into 4th. D. Griffin's up to 3rd. And that's going to put Link Civi in 2nd, with Sir Race-A-Lot out front looking to check out. Sir Racelot coming through that as D. Griffin and Tiernizzle going off track. And now Sir Racelot, your Formula One winner at Monaco, looking to pick up the win in the special exhibition here with just 3.5 minutes on the clock. We are definitely going to have a battle here. Stas trying to catch him. Tears a little far back. But that is the best battle for position on the track right now, as D. Griffin's chasing Link Civi and Sir Racelot with 3 minutes to go. Let's see if they can make the pass and make it cleanly. As those of you standing by, hang tight. As soon as this race finishes, we will be opening up the pre-race warm-up for tonight's Lone Star Trophy Race Camel GT event. As Link Civi goes way wide. Did not really gain any time there, though. Don't think that'll be a penalty. As they're coming down to the line, just 2 minutes. Have to believe that there will be maybe 2 more laps. D. Griffin goes to the inside of Link. Can't quite make it stick. Link driving very defensively, clean blocks. Just holding his line. And D. Griffin goes wide and into the sand. Overcooked it there. Looks like he's going to exacerbate that. And off he goes, and he's going to be passed by a whole host of cars there. Tiernizzle goes by. He looks like he's going to hang on in 5th there, unless he decides to park the car. Here comes Price of the Bronx, going by him for 6th place, but meanwhile the battle's up front. Sir Racelot's checked out from that. Stas is moving into 3rd place, Tiernizzle into 4th place, Link Civi's in 2nd. But it looks like Sir Racelot has Link running some pretty good defensive driving, just holding his line there, taking advantage of it. And D. Griffin overcooked it, coming up too close behind, and probably got some dirty air going through the S's and got off track. As he about to cross the start-finish line here, this ought to be the white flag lap. I believe the clock will run out. And so this should be the white flag lap. See if we can find some battles for position on the track here. As Stas chases down Link Civi for 3rd. Griffin's going to chase down Price of the Bronx for 5th. Let's get on board the chase cam. First up into the 3rd place battle. Link Civi looking to put himself on the 2nd spot on the podium here. But we are trackside with your race leader, Sir Racelot. Let's go ahead and get on board where the battles are at. As Stas tries to run down Link here for 2nd. Stas going to be disappointed with this race. Had the lead, went off track. Same thing with WKK down there in 7th. And D. Griffin down in 6th. But that's the nature of these races. I would not have won a series championship in season 19 myself if staying on the track and being consistent couldn't get you success, because it wasn't based on raw speed, I can tell you that. But if you can stay smooth, be tough to pass, hold your own, you can do very well in the sports car racing. And that is the race, as it looks like Link's going to hold on to 2nd place. Let's get behind D. Griffin as he will come off the final corner and try to make a move here on Price of the Bronx. I don't believe he has time to get him. And so he is going to come across in 6th place, but there is your man of the race, Sir Racelot, taking the win In the GTE World Challenge, coming in second is Link Civi, third is N Staza, fourth is Tiernizl, and fifth place is Price of the Bronx. Well, fantastic race, guys. We are running a little behind schedule, so we need to get the Camel GT race up and running, so I am going to sign off here as soon as the starting board comes up. There you have it for the GTE World Challenge. Sir Race-A-Lot getting the win, Link Civi in second, and Staza a solid third place, Tiernizl in fourth, and Price of the Bronx in fifth. Alrighty, folks. We're going to be getting ready for the Camel GT race here shortly. On behalf of the SCL Racing Network, this is Carlin Hicks signing off, and have a good night.